short version of it so that I don't take up too much time. But basically, I have 2 boys already from a previous marriage, and I met this wonderful guy, and we said, hey, let's just get married and have kids, and I said, sure, and we kind of put the buggy before the horse. We didn't get married, you know, of course, all that's in the making, but we didn't, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes the way of God, he'll say marry first, then become intimate, you know, instead of fornicating. But all of us, none of us are perfect, so sometimes we fall. So we conceived a baby, beautiful baby, and I just thought to myself, I said, well, I'm divorced, I have 2 kids, and right now I'm in my 2nd year of nursing school. No way I'm having a baby. Forget about it. So I was determined.
It's all right. It's all right. That's awesome, man.
So anyway, I was determined that I wasn't going to have the baby, and I had like a million reasons why I wanted an abortion. So, and I couldn't think of any reasons that I wanted to have the baby. And you know, sometimes you call your friends, and they're all like, oh girl, he ain't married you? Y'all ain't married yet? And I'm like, Which, I wasn't in a rush. I've already been married, been there, done that. You know, bought the hat, got 2 beautiful kids. To me, you know, some women are so eager to get married. I wasn't, because I know I can get married. So it's like, you know. But we weren't married yet, and all my friends were like, oh no, you're almost done with nursing school. Don't do it yet. So I couldn't think of any reason to keep the baby. Sorry. This Mac is some good makeup. It's still on. So anyway, couldn't think of any reason to keep the baby, so I made an appointment. Got a $540 money order to do it, and I went in, and you know, I think I have been hearing the voice of God all day. You know, you hear it, but you ignore it. You hear it, but then you're like, yeah, but he's going to forgive me 70 times 7, so yeah. Just, you know, count this as one of my 70 times 7, God, because I'm not doing this. It's just too much of a sacrifice and a hassle. So I got down there, and they prep you. They take your blood pressure, weight, you do this paperwork. Then you have to change into this robe. And I remember women, there's a lot of women, a lot of young women in there sitting around. And most of them look scared. It seemed like the number one reason for everybody being there was fear. I noticed that. I didn't really talk to anybody, but you know, when you are when you have a gift of discernment, which I have, you know, you can. We can just look at people and kind of read them, and it's like you can hear all about them. I can pretty much know a person's business. You know, you can feel a person's aura just by discernment. And it's like every lady in there was like, everybody's looking at each other. I think fear is the number one thing that the devil uses. I think that's his number one weapon, fear. That's why I didn't want to do it. I was scared. Like, I'm already a divorced mom with 2. I'm scared, you know. So anyway, everybody's sitting in there, and I noticed people started to talk and laugh, and so we all just kind of talked to each other, and I knew better. You know, I don't think everybody knew. You know, you raise up a child in the way it should go when it's older won't part. And my father's a minister, my mom's great with us and taught us so much. I knew better, but I can tell that most of the women there honestly didn't know better. Either they didn't have a relationship with Christ, or they just really didn't know better. And so I started to get convicted, and I heard the voice of God. He's like, "You're not doing this," and I was like, you know, try to ignore it. So we got to and this is the best part. So we got to the point right before you do the abortion, they give you a ultrasound. They want to check the size of the baby and the position to make sure they can do whatever they have to do. So I get up on the table, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know who this lady is, but she's
It's all right.
I don't. I wish I would have got her name now. She was so sweet, but I don't know who she was, but I know she was a Christian. Usually, when you get an ultrasound, the people, I think, even by law, they're not supposed to show you the screen. If you go for abortion, when you go to the regular doctor, they'll show you your baby. But by law, they're not supposed to, because if I'd have saw the genitals, let's say if there was a boy and I'd have saw that, then it's considered abortion by genocide, only because it's a boy, or only because it's a girl. You see what I'm saying? So by law, they're not supposed to show you. But I looked at her, I said, ma'am, can you do me a favor? And she said, what? I said, can you just show me the screen? And she looked, she said, you know what, yeah. And I was like, and she showed me. And I just saw the baby kind of looked like she was standing up or something really cute. And so I was like, oh, and I got convicted, and I said, well, I don't want to do this, and I remember crying and running out. They kept the money though. That was fine. Yeah, they kept that, and so I remember when I had changed my mind, because I had smiled and said hi and talked to so many other women there. I think I was a great influence, because when I was leaving out, a lot of the women were looking,